AMC, you want me to pay what? To sit where?
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Yes, thank you guys for joining this episode of the OtisWho podcast.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
So, but the one person that is here, thank you for joining. Hey, but check this out. I have a good story for you. First of all, before I even get started, don't forget to hit the like button on YouTube. If you're watching this in Rumble, hit the Rumble button. Works the exact same way. My name is OtisWho on both platforms, Rumble and YouTube for your visual, and the for us the audio. The links of where they're at in the bottom of the description. So now that I got the business part out the way, let's keep going. Before I go even further, let's get started with this. I would like to let you know that I get some of my stories from Voice of the Streets. My fault. Ooh, I messed that up. Voice of the People. Matter of fact, let me just get the screen up so I get the right acronym. VOTP, Voice of the People on Instagram. This is where I get a lot of my updates from news. They keep me abreast of what's going on my busy travels during the day, during the city and county here in St. Louis. So do me a favor. Go to their Instagram, hit the follow button, and drop in their description, or not in description, in the comment that, hey, I was sent over here by OtisWho from the OtisWho podcast. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. With that being said, this particular first story that I got from Voice of the People _news here in St. Louis on Instagram is from AMC. It's I wouldn't say it's a strange story. It's a story nonetheless that I kind of understand where they're going with it, and I tend to agree with it. It's going to have its ups and downs, but it's a great conversation piece to start. And yes, what this is in my hand, and before I even get started, thank you and congratulations to Jefferson City for passing. Well, we passed it actually, but thank you for the people for passing the legalization of the recreational smoking of marijuana. Yes, thank you. Yes. We got to give them a round of applause for that. Yes, most definitely. So this in my hand, yes it is a beautiful, well-rolled marijuana stick. I take pride in this. Yes, I do. Well, in the rolling aspect of it. But with that being said, I have my marijuana stick. I have my water, because you can't do too much without water. I got that. All right. So let's go with this story. AMC. What they're doing, they are revamping their pricing scope structure for their seating, and it's kind of unique, and I like it. I think I would do the same thing too. I am a businessman. You're going to be paying a little bit more if you want to sit in the middle of the theater to watch the movie. The premium is, I think they call it a premium of $1 or $2. You're going to pay a little bit more extra, and they're also going to knock off a couple of dollars if you're sitting in the front row. I like that. But let's do this. Let me go to the where you at? There you go. Let's go here. Okay. Let me see here. Again, this story is from the Voice of the Streets, Voice of the People. Why do I keep saying that? I'm sorry. Voice of the People _news here in St. Louis, Missouri. Okay. AMC Theaters, the nation's largest movie theater chain, on Monday unveiled a new pricing scheme in which seat location determines how much your movie tickets cost. Seats in the middle of the auditorium will cost $1 or $2 more. Okay, like I said, it's only $1 or $2. It's not that much more of a price to pay. While seats in the front row will slightly be cheaper. Okay, AMC said the pricing plan, dubbed Sightline, has already been rolled out in some locations, and by the end of the year will be in place at all domestic AMC theaters during showings after 4 p.m. So basically, it's going to be implemented by the end of the year, and it's only going to be taking place for showings after 4 p.m., which makes sense. Well, let's think about it. Most of the people are at work before 4 p.m., so duh. Come on now. But anyway, seats classified as standard seat line will be at the regular price. If you want, okay, so what would be considered standard? Standard sight line. That's a good question. Seats classified as standard sight line will be at the regular price. Okay. I wonder if the standard sight line will be the seats in the very back row, the few seats in the back row, like the last 4 to 5 rows of seats in the back. Those are still good seats, but they're not as good as the ones that are in the middle. That middle is that prime real estate right there in the middle. That's the prime real estate right there in the back of the middle, and the few seats, few rows right in front of the middle. Those I will dub them as standard sight line. So those will be considered regular prices. Now that 1 or 2 rows, that's right there in the first two 1 or 2 rows, that's where you get your slightly discounted price tickets at. They should have been doing that since day one, because I'm pretty sure whoever sits in those first 2 rows, they will always leave the auditorium with a slight crook in their neck, or if not that night, they will feel it that morning. Guaranteed. But I digress. Let's continue. Let me see. What else does it say? Well, basically, that's what it really boils down to. You're going to be paying a premium for the seating in the middle, like I said. The seating in the back and right in front of the middle would be considered, I would think, what they call it? What's that phrase? Standard sight line. And the seats right there in the very front, you would get for slightly cheaper. So, okay, I'm curious. Let's see what some of these comments are saying. Okay, wow. The first comment hits the nail on the head. The very first comment. I mean, wow. Sweet chocolate. And that's why I be watching movies at home for the free, smoking my tree. Shit. Yes. I couldn't say it no better. Yes. Marcus Theaters, what's good? Okay, I shouldn't have read that. Weird, but I watched them at home. Well, I mean, I can see how some people will consider that to be weird. So I'm not going to even comment on that. You definitely have a right to your opinion, but I can see how somebody could consider that to be weird. Let me see. Okay, I like what Thy Lioness says. Have they seen the size of TVs? AMC, we don't need you anymore. The numbers will probably justify that. But then again, I don't know. I doubt it, because the last movie, Avatar Underwater, it did some numbers. I believe Wakanda did some numbers. There have been some recent movies that's been released that have been doing some numbers since the quote unquote pandemic. So, but I do get your point. There is some truth in that, definitely with the Netflix and prime time videos, mainly Netflix. With that being brought up on the scene within the last 5 years, you are correct. People going to the movies have definitely downsized. Let me find 2 more here to go over. Let me see here. Get out the way. Okay, I like. If y'all broke, say that. That's how y'all feel. If you cheap, don't come outside. Well, listen. I fit in that category. I fit in that category. I really do. I'm not gonna even lie. No shame in my game. I fit in that category. Let me see one more. Let me see. Good. Keep that shit more exclusive. Tired of loud clowns at the theaters anyways. Okay, I like that. Don't know if that's gonna solve that issue of the clowns, but I see your sentiments exactly. Wow, okay, I got you. Well, hey, if you don't mind, leave a comment down there for me. Again, YouTube or Rumble. Let me know how you feel. What are your thoughts on that? Would you, first of all, one, do you still go to the movies? And two, if you do, would you be willing to pay that extra $1 to sit right there dead smack in the middle? And also to, I guess, reserving of seats come involved with it as well. Would you be willing to pay that extra $2? Honestly, I would. I would. It's only $2. You know, hey, based on what they pay for the popcorn and the Coke, that's about another 12. That's $12 right there. So I mean, what's another $2? Well, if you bring in your significant other, that's another $4. Yeah, hey, it is what it is. I think I go for it. It's no big deal. Hey, but with that being said, again, leave a comment down at the bottom. Let me know how you feel. If you agree with that at all, or if you feel like, hey, I'm just going to stay at home and stick to what I was doing since day one. Let me know. But until then, I see ya.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.